Okay, so today we're going to be learning about squares. And what I mean by squares are literally squares. So if I create a square with smaller squares or cubes, and I could draw them of that size again, but how can I use that size to make another square? I would have to do how many total to make another square? I would have to make, this is obviously not a perfect square, but here I need 4. So let me try to do a little bit better this time to make another square. Now, obviously, if I make 4, how many would I need to make a square that is a little bit bigger? Well, the moment that I add one down here, that means that I have to add some over here as well. So there's 9. So far, to make a square, we had 1, 4, 9. And I'm not going to continue because you can see my squares aren't very artistic. But I am going to show you what this means in math. 1 times 1 equals 1. This is a square number because you can literally draw a square with 1. 2 times 2 equals 4. This is a square number because you can literally draw a square with 4. And 3 times 3 equals 9. 9 is a square number because you can literally draw a square with 9. What if I did, 2 times 3? That equals 6. 6 is not a square number. It's impossible for me to draw a square with 6. Let me show you the only ways that I could draw 6. And if you can come up with another way, I'll pay you $1 million. But I don't think anybody can. 2 times 3 equals 6. Obviously, I'm kidding about there's $1 million, but because I don't have $1 million. 2 times 3 equals 6. Another option would be 1 times 6, but that would be a different multiplication problem at this point. Right? So 1 times 6 equals 6, and you could draw this again going this way. But that's pretty much it. I mean, if there's another way, I'm not actually going to pay anybody $1 million, but you can't draw a square. It's impossible with 6. So our square numbers are 1, 4, 9, not 6. If I were to continue, I wonder if anybody's listening knows our next square number based on the patterns that we've already started. The next square number would be 4 times 4 equals 16. That would be a square number. 5 times 5 equals 25. And this can continue until 10. You should already have your multiplication memorized, but specifically square numbers is something that you also need to remember and memorize. So if somebody asks you, what are all the square numbers from 1 to 100? You should be able to count 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and 100. These are our square numbers. All the numbers that if you draw with arrays, as you've learned when you first started multiplication, you can make a real square. Square numbers. What is the square number of 12 times 12? I wonder if you can figure that out.